What if I told you the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, one of America's most notorious serial killers, might not be what you think? Now I know, it sounds like a wild conspiracy theory, but hang tight, because the theory I'm about to share is more than just internet chatter. It's a rabbit hole that dives deep into politics, intelligence agencies, and the machinery behind public fear. So, here's the core claim. Dahmer wasn't simply a lone predator. According to a controversial article, his entire persona, his legend, was manufactured by intelligence agencies. That's right. The theory says Jeffrey Dahmer was an asset, not a monster working alone. Let's start at the beginning. Dahmer's background is almost tailor-made for secret work. He enlisted in the Army in 1978, trained as a combat medic, and despite a record of severe alcohol abuse, he walked away with an honorable discharge. That's important. Why? Because an honorable discharge is a golden ticket for security clearances, something prized by intelligence agencies. But that's not all. Get this. As a high school student, Dahmer allegedly managed to visit the vice president in the West Wing, a place locked down tighter than Fort Knox. How does a teenager pull that off? The article argues this is the kind of access you'd only get with powerful connections, or a lot of help from the inside. And there's more. According to Sopa Prince Will, Dahmer's building manager, Dahmer was politically active and had a certificate of political involvement signed by the chairman of the Democratic National Committee. That's not the kind of paperwork your average citizen has lying around. So, why go to all this trouble? The theory claims the Dahmer saga was a perfectly timed psychological operation. His arrest in July 1991 set the stage for a nationwide panic about crime. Just 73 days later, Bill Clinton announces his presidential run, leaning hard on a tough-on-crime message. Fast forward, and the massive 1994 crime bill gets signed. Shortly after, Dahmer is murdered in prison. The article frames this as mission accomplished, the asset retired. And who benefits? The story conveniently distracted the public from scandals plaguing the Catholic Church and the Democratic political machine in Milwaukee, while also fueling a political crackdown on crime. Look, I'm not saying you have to buy into every detail, but the next time you hear about Jeffrey Dahmer, maybe ask yourself, was he really just a lone killer, or was there something bigger at play? Let me know what you think in the comments, because the truth behind Jeffrey Dahmer's infamy might be even stranger than fiction.